the idea that I had in my head did not marry with the silhouette or the material that I was going forward. Hi, my name is Sanskriti Maheshwari. I'm studying fashion design at IID and I am currently in my graduating batch of fashion. Honestly, I did not expect I'd get in because this is the first time I'm participating in such a huge program. I'm very happy, very lucky I feel, and I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to it. So I had participated in the theme called Crazy Curiosities of the Creature Carnival, which is related to hybrids or beetles or insects. So my idea stems from my MDP, which is a major design project, and which is related to human hybrids. That's what I'm doing for my MDP project, and it stems from there. And I took the inspiration from cockroaches and beetles, and that's how I developed my garment. This was one of the initial ideas in my MDP, and that's how it began. WOW, as it stands for World of Wearable Art. So it has 6 themes, and I've been selected in the theme called Crazy Curiosities of the Creature Carnival, and it happens in New Zealand. So the garment is going forward, and it'll happen on the 16th of June. So I have to send my garment entry there, and there are a lot of students that have been selected, not only students as well as designers too. And my garment is one of them. The idea that I had in my head did not marry with the silhouette or the material that I was going forward with. My material that I've used is mostly PU or ragseed with different sort of lightweight materials to showcase that flimsiness or that slimy nature of beetles and cockroaches. It was very difficult to handle both the materials because of the weight, so I had to do a lot of back and forth with that. Second thing was I have bigger sleeves, so it was very difficult to move it inside out. So that was a huge challenge. As I was talking about earlier, the MDP concept that I'm working on is how human hybrids will evolve in the future, and if humans go underwater, how will they be? Will they be predators or will they be victims? And if I'm talking about predators and victims, then there's a lot of back and forth about how the human structure would be. Which is related to having gills, fins, arteries or tentacles coming out. So that is where it stems from. The idea was to have gills that looks larger than life, which is why I have those exaggerated sleeves. And each of those gills, which are polyfilled panels, are like breathing mechanisms for the entire look. And each of the seam is finished with zipper teeth, which is like the predatorness of that garment. And I have polyfilled panels to showcase that vulnerable nature. The garment is monochrome in color, which is just the tones of red. And this was particularly because I did not want to take away from the idea of using a lot of color blocking and a lot of colors and taking away from the form. I wanted to play only on the form, and thus I chose only one color, which was red. And I took multiple textures and multiple fabrics to just make that look together. So if you'll see the entire garment, you'll see that there are a lot of textures. The polyfilled neck and the sleeves are made from a single fabric, and the other fabrics which are coming as overlapped panels are different fabrics. For instance, there is a net fabric, net mesh fabric, then there is satin, then there's cotton satins, all of that. This is my first time going for such a big competition. I'm very excited. I hope to meet a lot more designers because this is just one point of view that I'm putting forth as a designer, and I'm sure there are a lot of talented people who have gotten in this bunch. It's just that I would be very happy if I get to go there and I win this competition. The first idea was to just get into it, and now that I have, I'm very excited. I just want to be in that space and see how different people think, because this is one perspective coming from India. I'm sure there are a lot more coming from the world, and I just want to be among those people and see what they have in table. Oh, I think a lot, because what we've been taught in IID has always been practicing while making things, and WOW was such a competition because you had to, as I told, I had to go a lot more back and forth. So WOW is that competition that makes you push your boundaries to another level. I did not expect that I could make such a larger than life model, but now that I have that confidence in me that if I'd want to do it again, I could. And this is because of WOW. If I would have treated it like any other project, I might not have had the same result. So yes, I think the IID has been a huge support in making this change for myself, because I had initially not thought I'd get in. And it was only because of the faculty and people from IID who pushed me that I could do this and I could achieve this. The lot of back and forth that I'm talking about is not just my personal achievement. This has been an entire team effort of faculty, me, technical help. So IID has been a great help for me. Most of my feedback was on the material itself. As I've talked about the weights of it, I had faced a lot of problems, and there were a lot of back and forth, not only in terms of making the garment, but in terms of just assembling it also. So I had assembled it first and it didn't come out the way I wanted it to be, so I had to redo the entire thing. I had to make those sleeves again. So back and forth happened in that, but not really in just the making stage of it. The iteration was finalized as and when I started to make it.